Good morning. Everybody on their mat, ready for some yoga today? Let's stretch and breathe and feel better and work on getting connected to your true self, where true happiness lives. You don't need anything from the outside. You can be content within your own self. Yes. So, meet me on your mat or a chair. Any place is fine, as long as you're well supported and you can find balance and comfort. And remember, as we go through our session today, anything that feels incorrect, a little awkward, painful, sensitive, irritating, anything like that, you certainly are welcome to modify it to meet your needs or just rest. But always please listen to your own inner wisdom and your own sense of what's right and what's needed for you. So, having said that, we're going to start with the back straight. If you want, you can pull the flesh away from the sitting bones and connect those pelvis points down into the earth to connect your root chakra, your muladhara, into the earth, feeling that security, that safety, that connection down into Mother Earth. Hands can rest on your knees or on your armrests, and palms can be turned up to indicate that you are receptive, opening, willing, asking for energy, for love, for wisdom. Let's close the eyes, and as you breathe in, lift up through the spine, creating a little extra space between each of the vertebrae, lifting the heart, lifting and drawing the sternum up, the front of the body rising up. And at the same time, as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and let them drop down. So if my hands, good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Leslie. Beautiful to see you. So as you roll your shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades together as if my hands were my shoulder blades. Squeeze them together and shift them down so they want to work towards the mid-back. We change the shape of the body so slightly, but it makes a big difference. Let's tuck the chin in just a hair and close the eyes. With every inhalation, think of it drawing energy up through your root chakra, through your connection with the earth, up through the spine, up to your third eye, in between your eyebrows, lifting your heart, lifting through the throat, lifting through the mind, and centering your drishti, your attention, right at your center of your forehead. Every time you exhale, just tell your shoulders to relax and sink down. Inhale, drawing the front of the body up, pulling the energy from the earth up the spine, up to the drishti. Exhale, relax your shoulders and arms. Imagine you're drawing energy up, you feel the channel coming this way, and then as you inhale, you reach the drishti. Exhale, everything goes down on the outside, arms, shoulders, fingers, legs down. Inside goes up, breathing in. Exhale, it goes down the arms and legs and shoulders and hips. Bring it up and in. Exhale, release through the outside edges. Beautiful. Let's let the head drop forward now. Bring the chin to the chest, but keep your back straight. Keep your shoulders pushed back, squeezing those shoulder blades down and together. Dropping the head forward, we release the neck. And let the head be so heavy, it's like a bowling ball on a string, just totally hanging. No effort to resist gravity in the body. Release your belly, and that you may notice that your neck actually lets go even deeper as you release the belly. Don't hold your belly in right now. Keeping the neck super relaxed. Shift all your weight over to your right hip and let your right shoulder dip down a little bit. And your head can roll over by your right shoulder. Maybe one ear starts to aim up towards the ceiling a little bit. Remember, don't overstretch. Your neck is so sensitive. Don't do anything that feels like it's going to talk to you tomorrow or later today. Let's move over to the left hip, putting all your weight on your left hip. Let your left shoulder dip down a little bit. Maybe your hands roll off your knees and find a different place to be balanced. That's fine. One ear down, one ear up, just slightly, nothing extreme. And let's go back and forth from one hip to the other, letting the head just roll. Letting the mid back and upper back have some flexure. Feeling that spine flex one way and then the other. Breathe air into the spine. And what I mean by that is breathe air in and imagine that the energy that comes with that air, the healing energy, travels to the spine, the part that's moving right now, giving a little lubrication to all of those connections between vertebrae and the disc in between the vertebrae. The blood that wants to flow in and around all of that tissue, the nerves that tell us what's going on. Breathe deep. Let gravity pull the head down as you roll left and right, back and forth. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Let's come back to the middle. We've still got our head dropping down, but we're going to slowly pick it back up, bringing it to face forward and flutter your eyes open. Beautiful. Let's just look left and right. Take it slow. Waking that neck up. Let it do all of its motion, all of its possible movement. Don't go past your limits, of course. Breathe. And blink your eyes. Waking those concepts up. Beautiful. Coming back to face forward, drop one ear down, one ear up, tilting that head over. Inhale, bring it back up. Breathe in. Exhale at the top. Inhale, still at the top. Exhale, drop one ear down, one ear up. Go the other way. Feel the gentle stretch on that long side of the neck, down from the ear towards the shoulder. Keep both shoulders down. And then inhale, bring it up. Breathe in. Exhale at the top. Inhale at the top. Exhale, one ear down, one ear up. Feel that gentle stretch from ear to shoulder. Keep both shoulders down. Inhale up. Exhale, let's go all the way down. Down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Gentleness, comfortable, soft, easy. Appreciating, respecting our bodies. All right, bring it back up, breathe in, and let's just move the shoulders around in a big circle. Squeeze it forward, up, back, and down. Breathe in and out, in and out, and in and out. Change direction over the top to the front and down, back, up, and down. Squeeze it back and up and down and back and up. A little bit of a bicycle over the top to the front, one at a time. You can get those elbows and fists in there like you're kind of working some kind of huge bread dough that you're kneading with your whole arms and shoulders. Let's go the other way, backwards bicycle. Move those elbows, work the shoulders, breathe. All right, hands together in a prayer pose. Close the eyes, set your intention. What do you hope to accomplish today with your yoga? Even if you can't put it in words, let it be a feeling. I'm getting this feeling of my intention is joy. I wonder if somebody is feeling that. intention is to find joy. What a wonderful intention. Whatever your intention is for your yoga, take it in your hands now, from your heart to your hands. Raise it up. Breathe in. Lift up. Take it as high as it wants to go, up into the sky, and let it go free. Surrender it to the universe. And let's scoot back and straighten out our legs. Scooting back so you can see. Maybe I should push the camera back a little bit, get a little better view. Again, pulling the flesh away from your sitting bones connects your weight through your pressure, your pelvis points down into the earth. And it's optional. You don't have to do that if it makes you feel weird. But some people really find it helps. And here we go. Flex the ankles, point the toes. Flex the ankles, point the toes. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. As you flex the ankles and the toes point up, lift the heart, lift the sternum, squeeze the shoulders back. As you point your toes, look down at your legs and round your back just slightly. Let's do that. Breathe in. We lift. Exhale. We point. Breathe in. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Lift your toes up. Point your toes. Drop your head. Round your back. Look down. One more time. Flex the ankles. Lift the sternum. Lift the face. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Breathe in. Exhale. Round the back. Point the toes. Round the shoulders. Drop the head. And then sit tall again. Let's see if we can take our two fingers, like you're saying peace, put them together and reach for your big toe. Can you touch your big toe? If not, you can bend that knee a little bit. Touch that big toe. And wrap those two fingers around the big toe. We're going to pick the leg up into the air. Pick it up. Take it back so your knee goes way back behind your shoulder, perhaps. Your heel comes close to your chest. And push it forward as far as it wants to go. Back and forward. Back and forward. Breathe. Bring it back about halfway and take that heel in the other hand and the knee in the same leg hand. We're going to bend it and place that foot right on top of the thigh. Hold the foot in your hand as a little bit of support and take that knee. Just push it away gently, push it away. All right, hands to prayer pose. See if you can scoop the whole leg up in your arms like it's a baby, holding it in your arms, and rock the baby. I usually do rock the baby laying on our back. I'd like to try something a little different here. Do it seated. Everybody knows the feeling of holding a baby in your arms and rocking it. It's a natural, instinctive thing. It brings up your nurturing instinct, your muscle memory of perhaps when you had a child of your own, or a little sister or a little brother, a niece or a nephew. Even if you've never had any of those things, you still know what this is. This is rocking a baby, a wonderful thing. Let's stretch that leg out and lay it back down. Reaching the fingers towards the ankles, we're going to do a forward fold. Look down at the knees, round the back. Stay down for 2 more breaths. Relax, soften through the body. Push against your legs, walk yourself back up, and let's see about that other leg. Reaching 2 fingers like you're saying, peace. Put the fingers together. Reach for that big toe. Wrap those 2 fingers around the big toe and lift the leg up off the ground. Bring it back. Push it forward as far as it wants to go. Back and forward. Working that hip, working that knee, even the ankle. Breathe as you move back and forth, reaching. Also working your arm, aren't you? The shoulder, the fingers. Lots is working right here. Let's keep breathing. Move it back and forth. All right, bring it back into the middle area and grab onto that heel, grab that knee, and lay that foot onto your thigh, pushing gently away. Push that knee away gently, not strong. Easy go. Hands come to prayer pose. Beautiful. Let's take arms around the lower leg. Grab it in your arms like a baby. Rock the baby back and forth, in and out, left and right. Breathe as you move. Inhale and exhale. This is the best of what we are when we nurture, when we give love and comfort, even if it's to yourself. Don't you agree? All right, stretching that leg out. We're going to let it go back down. And again, maybe reconnect through the hips. Let's take the hands from the shoulders straight up, straighten your back and reach up. Turn your body into the shape of a capital letter L. Your ankles can be pushing flexed and your toes reaching up to the sky, arms reaching up. Maybe your biceps are touching your ears. As you reach up, reach those fingers up. I want you to feel the side body moving, shifting up, the armpits shifting up, feeding energy into the upper torso. Breathe in and lift everything up. Keep lifting up. Let's go for the diagonal. Instead of straight up overhead, we're going to reach for the top of the wall across the room. You can look down at your feet so your neck is not stressed. And reach, keeping the back straight, creating space between each of the vertebrae from tailbone all the way to your shoulders and neck. Let's go back to capital letter L. Straight up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, go for the diagonal. We're working the hips and lower back here. Look down at your legs. We don't want to stress out the neck. Beautiful. Come back up to capital letter L. Inhale big and exhale. Just let your hands drift down like candle wax dripping on the side of a candle. Slowly down to rest on your legs. Let's try a little spinal twist. Let's do it different today. We're going to let's take the left leg and tuck the heel in by the right hip. And then cross the right foot over the knee. And we're going to grab on to the knee with the elbow or the hand. All right, so we're a little bit more folded together than normal. Normally we have this leg straight, don't we? So we're just going to do the same kind of twist here. Bring the hand forward, look at the fingers, send it out to the right in the same direction as your lower toes. And all the way back as far as you can go, and we drop down to the floor behind the hip. Remember to keep the spine elevated, lifted throughout. And if you want to put Yoga Mudra next to your heart here, that's a nice thing to do. Let's look over the shoulder and really feel the twist. Imagine your spine is like wringing out a washcloth. Get all that old stuff out of the fabric, of the tissues. Always gentle, always breathing. And when you're ready, breathe in and lift the hand behind you as high as it comes to level from your shoulder. Exhale, reach it forward. Watch the fingers as they come forward, unwinding. Reach both hands forward. And let's take this ankle that's on top back a little bit so that the knees sort of stack vertical right in front of your pelvis. You can rest your hands on your feet. Fingers talk to toes. Palm of the hand talks to the sole of the foot. Lift through the spine, lift through the heart, lift through the throat, lift up to the drishti in the middle of your forehead. Close your eyes and just breathe. And round the back, drop the head. Forehead comes close to the knees. Stay here for 3 or 4 breaths. Rising up, stack those vertebrae up, bring that beautiful face up. Take a breath in. And let's just look back over the left shoulder, facing forward, back over the right shoulder, facing forward, back over the left, over the right. 2 more times. Facing forward, hands behind you. Lean way back on your tailbone, and let's put the legs the other way. So we're going to start with the front foot on the floor, near the knee. This foot can go back a little bit until you get really settled in. Try and get both hips level. It's not easy, I know. And we're going to reach forward with this is my left leg on top, my right arm reaches forward. Wrapping the elbow around the knee, or just grab the knee in your hand. And if you use the elbow, maybe put Yoga Mudra near your heart. Reaching forward with the left hand, look at your fingertips, send it to the left in the same direction that your lower toes point. Off to the left we go, back, back, back. As far back as it wants to go, then drop it to the floor behind your hip. And we bring out the spine, look back, breathe deep, calm your mind. Remember that these poses that we do in yoga are not the main thing. The main thing is your breath and the calmness, the awareness. The poses are conduits through which we learn about ourselves. Everybody's path is different. Yoga is about you, learning about you, helping you. When you're ready, breathe in and lift that hand up to level. Watching the fingers come forward, we unwind the spine and reach both hands forward. Let's bring this foot back, stacking those knees vertically right in front of the pelvis. Try to have both hips level on the ground equally. And we rest the hands on the soles of the feet. Fingers talk to toes. Lifting through the sternum, lifting through the spine. Close the eyes. Travel into your inner universe. Be still and know that I am God. I like to quote the Bible sometimes. I think it has a lot of resonance. It's beautiful poetry, wonderful wisdom. It means so much to so many people. And I don't personally see any dichotomy there. I see oneness, I see a wholeness, I see unity between all the faiths. Between all the versions of humanity, and even every kind of life there is. Indeed, even things that technically biologists would say are not alive, I find it's all unified, it's all one. The creation sings with unity. Let's bow the head down, forehead to the knee, round the back. Release any tension in your shoulders. Up, breathe in, back over the shoulder and the other shoulder. Breathe. Just a little final expression of a twist. And hands to prayer pose. You can unwind those legs. Since we've been really closed in, let's try a little open straddle. It doesn't have to be super wide, whatever's comfortable for you. Take one hand and slide it down towards the ankle, bringing the face close to the knee and then back up. We'll slide the other way. Take it slow and breathe. We're going to do this for about 3 minutes. So it's really about the breath, coordinating with the movement. Everything gentle, everything soft. Now I'm watching the clock. Keep breathing up and down. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, you're drawing energy into your root chakra from the earth. Also behind the knees, the back of the knees are like little windows that open up when your legs are straight against the floor. You receive energy from the earth through the back of the knees. Let's see if we can flex the ankles just a little bit and open up the windows behind the knees even more. Keep breathing, sliding down one leg and up the other, turning the body sideways at the hips, letting the head just flop over one way and then the other, not stressing out the neck and shoulders. Everything is nice and comfortable, soft and loose, balanced, and honoring our sacred bodies. Breathe. Halfway there. Keep working with your body and your breath in perfect synchronicity. As you breathe in the air. That's the air element. Mixes with the earth element that you're drawing up. Well, doing this is awesome. It gets energy in the body, and it also prepares you for when we lay down soon. You'll have that reward. So keep it going now, and it'll feel so good when we lay down. Keep breathing. 1 more minute. Halfway there, half a second, half a minute left, 30 seconds. Almost there. It's supposed to feel good. Hopefully you're just feeling wonderful now. Let's bring it together. Up, up, up. Breathe in. Hands to prayer pose. Feel the breath enter the body and expand. Hold the breath in for a moment. Feel it as if it's suspended within your chest, within your throat, within your head, within your belly. Exhale, let's bend those knees, bring those legs in together, and yes, you guessed it. Go ahead and recline. Find yourself on the floor, stretch out, however feels good to you right now. This is the reward. We're going to just be here for 2 or 3 breaths. Relax everything and let yourself be heavy on the floor. circle it around, big as you can go. Reverse your circle, go the other way, breathe a lot. Big circle with the knee, big. Working that hip joint. Let's change direction one more time, breathe. And drop it down. Other leg, bend the knee, bring it up. Big circle. Breathe. Direction. Change direction again. Breathe. Stretch it out. Bend the other knee. Bring it up. Bring it to your chest. Grab the knee in both hands. Squeeze it in and release. And release. And hold. Stretch it straight up. Reach with your hands. Begin to find your stretch or your hamstring. Take it slow, 1 inch at a time. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Hold the leg close to your edge, your therapeutic edge, wherever it may be. Try to relax the leg and the hip. And just breathe deep. Bend the knee and put that foot right on top of your other thigh or knee. Arms out to the side, capital letter T, stretch them straight out from the shoulders, palms up. And then we're going to turn onto that left hip and bring the knee to the floor, spinal twist. Adjust any little way that makes it even more successful for you, relaxing for you, healing for you, and then let everything go. When you're ready, you can roll back onto your back. And let's do a long body stretch, realigning everything in the body. Stretch the arms overhead, point your toes, reach the body as long as you can. Breathe in. Expand that rib cage as big as it'll go. Breathe in. Feel free to yawn and stretch. Make it your wonderful, wonderful stretch. Release, relax. When you're ready, bring that left knee up to your chest. Hands interlock at the knee. Fingers interlock. Pull it into the chest and release. Work with your breath, of course. Breathing is always good. Hold it in for a moment, just a nice squeeze there. And then stretch the legs straight up. If it's a bit knee, that's okay. Interlock your hands somewhere around the knee.
Find your range of motion very slowly, 1 inch at a time, gentle. Working the leg, bring it a little closer to the face, and then back into your comfort zone. Stretch and breathe, be gentle. Appreciate your body, never judge it. No critique here, just love. Let's see if we can hold the leg at or close to your extreme spot. Just ask the leg and the hip to relax. Keep breathing. And release. Bend the knee. Place that foot on top of the other leg, somewhere near the knee or thigh. Arms out to the side. Palms up. Roll over onto the side of your hip and bring the knee close to the floor, and then adjust the location, the bending of the knees and hips to suit you, what you need right now, what your body asks for. Just say yes. Luxuriate in this spinal twist. Breathe deep. Ask yourself, am I 100% relaxed right now? Scan through the body, and if you find any holding, it's automatic, it's normal. You're so programmed. But right now, it's really beneficial to relax, relax, let go. Adjust anything that needs adjusting so you can relax more. Let everything go. Have a little conversation with yourself, your true self. The part of you that no one else knows. Not your spouse, not your mother or father, not your sister or brother, not your best friend, not your significant other, only you. If you can't be honest with yourself, then your house is built on sand. Shift. It will crumble. Know thyself. Once you know yourself, the next step is to love yourself. From this position, we're just going to roll onto our back and all the way over to the other side. For fetal pose, side resting pose, your head can rest on your arm. Your knees can stack and bend. Your upper hand can rest on your hip. Release and relax. Give yourself a break. Allow gravity to pull those shoulders down. They don't have to be so stacked up right now. Maybe this hand on your hip falls forward. Release everything. See yourself as you are. Accept yourself without judgment.
Maybe this is where we find that joy, huh? That joy. Life is such a gift. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are not your actions. You are not even your life. Your life is some gift that has been given to you. You are an eternal spirit. Vibrant, radiant, full of joy. So let's come up onto a seated posture. Mermaid the feet off to the side, fan the feet off to the side, and put one foot on the ground, one hand on the ground, and allow that shoulder to sort of slide in there. This free hand is going to make a big circle. As big as you can. Breathe in as you lift up. Exhale and watch as the hand drops down, skimming across the front of your legs. Breathe in and lift. Exhale and lower. Come down, touch the leg, and reverse your circle. Breathe in and out. Hands behind the hips, swing the legs the other way. And let that circle, that arm circle big around. Breathe in and out. Let's go the other way. Breathe in and out. Work that shoulder. Whatever your range of motion is, accept it and work with it. Breathe, don't push your limits. Some people don't have a full range of motion in their shoulder. They have injuries, they have limitations. And guess what? I used to be one of them. So just work with what you have and breathe and appreciate. All right, sitting back, let's cross the legs. Bring the hands to prayer pose, bow the head. Interlock your fingers and squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold. Keep breathing. Exhale. Push it forward. Invert your fingers and bow your head. Create space between your shoulder blades. 2 breaths here. Breathe. Push those hands way forward. Reach the shoulders forward. Look down at your hips, so close your eyes. Breathe. Next inhalation, we lift the hands up. Keep them just like they are. Lift them up overhead. Stretch up. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring them to the back of the head, elbows back. Look up. Blink your eyes. Put a smile on your face. Gently drop one elbow down. Don't go too far. Bring it up. Drop the other way. Don't go too far. Bring it up. Back and forth 2 more times. Breathe. Open that armpit. Open. Breathe. And we take the hands straight up overhead. Breathe in. Stretch it up. Round the back, drop the head, gaze down at your hips, reach those hands way forward. Feel the shoulder blades shift away from each other. We sit tall and open the hands out, reach out, stretch out, breathe in. Bring the hands down behind your lower back and interlock your fingers back there. Shoulder blades. Lift the face just a hair. Lift your gaze up. Breathe in. We're going to release Release slowly. Let the hands just drift. Drift out to the side and float in the air, side out from your shoulders. Let your arms move like water waves. Move those shoulder blades as you shift your shoulders up and down, elbows up and down, wrists flex through their full range of motion. Fingertips flick away any stress in the arms. Flick it away. Breathe. Let that movement be up and down even more. Maybe move the torso in a side bend as arms move over. Breathe. And let's bring the hands back and forward. Crisscross at the elbows in front. Alternate which arm is on top each time. Woo! Stress be gone. Joy enter. 2 more times. All right. Let's sit back on the elbows. Sit way back on the hips. Put your elbows on the ground. We're going to bring the feet a little bit away from the hips and drop the knees one way and then the other like windshield wipers. Roll through the hips. Roll. Knees left, knees right. Bring the knees up. Bring the elbows back onto your hips. Find a good balance point on your hips. Arms come to hold onto your knees. Bring the knees up and the heels off the ground. Boat pose. The calves, the lower legs are parallel to the floor. And try to keep your knees together so your shins are parallel. Don't splay open. Keep the knees and heels in alignment. If you can, reach your arms out to the side, palms up. Let's straighten one leg and then bring it down. Straighten the other leg and bring it down. One leg up and down. One leg up and down. If you want, you can try both legs up and then we come back to seated. Actually, we're going to go right into table pose now. Up onto hands and knees. Align your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Fingers spread wide. Fingertips pushing down, especially your index finger and thumb. And you know the routine here, cat and cow. Take a moment to just sway the back down, lifting the face and tailbone, and then arch the back up, dropping the face and tailbone, dropping the head, dropping the tailbone, arching up. Keep strong through your shoulders, please. Don't collapse, don't scrunch in your neck here. Keep strong like a little bulldog. Arch and sway. Breathe as you move. Now let's do a little side to side action. Come back with a flat back. Look for your hip around one shoulder and then go for the other hip around the other shoulder. Bend one elbow at a time. Wag your tail like a puppy dog. Breathe as you move. And then back to cat and cow, arch and sway. Flexibility, folks. Keep it fluid. We don't want to be stiff. We don't want to have aches and pains. We want to be fluid and youthful and flexible and free and full of joy. Coming back to a flat back, I want you to take your hands one step forward here and lower your hips down to your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat, pose of a child.
pose of a child. Come back up to table, and immediately let's go to downward dog. Lift the hips up, knees come off the mat. Find a good place for your feet that feels right. Push away with your hands and arms and shoulders. Let your head fall down between your arms close to the mat. This is your downward dog. Make it beautiful, make it healing. Feel the beautiful stretch in the back of the legs from your heels all the way to your hips. Push away with your arms and shoulders and fingers and hands. Shifting that shoulder blade across the tissue underneath. Let's walk the dog. Bring one heel up at a time. Moving the hips left and right. And now we gotta walk those feet a little closer to the hands. Walk the hands a little closer to the feet, and you're in a forward fold. Allow yourself to hang from the hips like a rag doll. Are we together? Yeah, we are. All right. Really, really let go through the lower back, mid back, upper back, arms, shoulders, neck. Release. And let's start to make the hips move like a figure 8. You can put your hands in front of your feet for a little stability here. Shifting the hips, they move like an infinity symbol. Bring both hands to your right ankle, bring your nose close to your right knee. Then bring both hands to your left ankle and your nose to your left knee, close to your left knee. Hands in front of the feet, bend the knees a lot. Bring your hands to your knees, push against your knees and bring the body up. Walk up the thighs. And just take a moment to stand. Make sure your heels are under your hips and your toes are pointing forward. Push all your toes wide on the floor. Push your heels hard on the floor. Lift the arch of your feet up and breathe in as your hands rise out to the side. Bring energy up through the legs. Tuck the tummy in and the tailbone down. Squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the thighs, lift the sternum, roll the shoulders back, arms out to the side and up, stretch up, breathe in. All the way up, 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 up. Let's let that right hand start to slowly drift down, down, down. You can watch it if it passes by your eyes. Just cast your eyes upon that hand and let it go all the way down to hang by your leg. Look at that hand down there. Relax that arm. Well, meanwhile, the other arm is reaching up, 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 is stretching up. One side of the body is reaching up, activated, enlivened. The other side of the body is completely calm, completely relaxed, completely subject to gravity. Up, up, up on one side. Down, 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 down on the other. Beautiful. Let's take that lower hand up, bring it up. Watch it rise slowly like steam. Breathe in, reach up, both hands up. Stretch tall. And slowly, the other hand starts to drop. Watch it slowly sinking down. It's going to hang by your leg. Look at it down there. Relax that arm. Relax that shoulder. Reach that other arm. Up, 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 up. Activate that whole side from the foot, from the arch of that foot, from the toes of that foot, from the heel of that foot, all the way up the side body. Energy traveling up to your fingertips. Reach it up, stretch up, breathe in. Beautiful. All right. That lower hand now starts to rise. Just watch it slowly come up. Reach up. Breathing in, we reach up. And arms out to the side. Let's bend the knees. Bring the feet a little bit wider and bend the knees like you're halfway down to a chair. And bring your hands straight up.
Lift through the front of the body, lift up the sternum, lift up the chest. A lot of energy in the legs, a lot of energy in the belly, a lot of energy in the feet. Arms reach up. Beautiful. We're going to straighten tall, reach it up, stretch it up. One arm down. And windmill the arms. Looking down. Looking down. Down. And looking down. Arms out to the side. Bring the feet together. Hands to prayer pose. Bowing straight from the waist. Namaste. Yes, well done. Let's come down onto our knees, the hero pose, and you can bring the the sternum up again. Slide those shoulder blades back and down. If you don't like hero pose, you can sit in any posture that's nice for you. Take a minute to give yourself some props, eh? For coming to yoga, for getting on the mat, for doing a good workout. There I am. Good. Let's end our session today with some immunization strengthening. You know what that means. Tapping the sternum. If you have long fingernails, don't stab yourself. You can use your fists. If you have blunt fingers like me, you can just tap, tap, tap. And it's really more like a thump, I should say a thump. They call it the thyroid thump. Your thyroid gland is a lot of immune control, keeping those immune cells strong, ready, stimulating the thymus, and up into the thyroid area, up and down. Let's go out and in, down and up, out and in, down and up, out and in, down and up, out and above the collarbone into the base of the neck, down below the collarbone, up above to the base of the neck, and down into the chest. Up the neck into the jaw, under the jaw, down towards the base of the neck, stimulating, finding those pressure points. And we're going to go above the jaw now into the side cheeks, up to the temple, down to the jaw, up to the temple, down to the jaw, right in front of the ears, stimulating the ears, stimulating the jaw, stimulating the salivary glands, up to the temples, down to the jaw. Breathe. It's a nice thump, not a tap. Let's go underneath the earlobes and behind the ears, in front of the ears, behind the ears. The ears and up, 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 all the way to the tippy top of the head. Tap, 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 down to the top of the ears, up to the top. And to the front of the forehead, the crest of the forehead, right at the hairline, down to the eyebrows. Up and down, up and down. Let's go temples, cheeks, jaw, neck, collarbone, sternum. Stay on the sternum, keep tapping, keep thumping. Wonderful. Take those lovely fingers and hands back to the back of your neck. Squeeze and release. Give yourself a little comfort massage. Any kind of massage that feels good. Rub the tissues in the back of the neck, down towards the shoulder blades, down towards the shoulders. for joining me for yoga. Thank you for being there for me throughout this whole crazy year. I appreciate it so much. And the feedback is very, very helpful too, so keep coming with my feedback. Anything that you can tell me positive or ways to improve, always accepted, always appreciated. And see you next time. Be sure to take your yoga with you. If you have to stand in line, stand in mountain pose. Roll those shoulders back. Bring that energy up from the feet. If you have to be stuck in a car, remember, you can always align, breathe deep, and be grateful for each moment. This is your life. This is your gift. I grant you my most sincere namaste. Have a wonderful day.